The infotech stocks perform because I think ahead of the TCS numbers, that will be on everyone's radar. Surabhi, I'll have to toss to you because the computer is not behaving itself.
Okay. Well, here we go. We have the first trades coming through, and it is an opening of about 40 to 41 points on the higher side, 10,750 on the Nifty. The mid-cap index is pretty much in sync again, about a 0.5% increase. The bank Nifty isn't showing the huge exuberance that we were getting in the pre-open, but it has started with a gain of about 0.6%. ICICI Bank, the market likes the whole concept of the fundraising, it seems, at least for the time being, 1.5% up. Hindalco, the stock that Sudarshan was just talking about, it's a metals morning. There's a huge surge in metal prices, both ferrous and non-ferrous in the international markets. And that's playing out in a Vedanta, Tata Steel, Hindalco. IndusInd Bank is continuing its journey on the upside as well. Bajaj Finance is gaining ground. And now the bank Nifty is beginning to pick up more momentum and speed. Axis Bank, SBI, more names are getting added to the banks party. Titan is making a bit of a comeback. There's a 1% up move over there as well. Gold price is glittering, all-time highs coming in the Indian markets over there as well. So that's the leaders tally. On the losing end, you've got HDFC to look at. There is also some weakness on an ITC. And HUL is not really participating, so the FMCG big boys are sort of sitting out of things this morning. I'm just taking a look at TCS, the result expectation there, 1% on the upside. So that's what we've got going on the large cap indices. On the mid cap list, let's see how the asset managers are doing. HDFC AMC is down about 0.5%. Nippon Life India is up. But they reacted a bit even yesterday because the data was out during market trading hours. So that's how those stocks are shaping up. Yes Bank is up about 3% on the fundraising exercise as well. And the money that's going to come in from SBI. Those are some of the names. Canfin Homes is raising money. That stock's also up and about. Tata Consumer flat. That was, of course, reacting to our colleague Priya's story earlier. That's how the trends are. I don't know if Lata has rates yet or not, but Anuj, let me get your thoughts in. Now the bank Nifty is showing some momentum and the Nifty exactly up 50 odd points. So how would you look at the opening to begin with?
Yeah, not surprising that this opening, Surabhi. In fact, this is something I was discussing in my YouTube. Enough about 80-100 points to take it home, enjoy, and then perhaps come back tomorrow morning and take a fresh card. That's the kind of market we have. But anyway, let's talk about the stocks that took the market higher. It was a lot about financials. So HDFC was up 3%, SBI was up 4%. Big move for Bajaj Finance once again, up about 3.5%. Bajaj Finserv was up 2.5% as well. Then of course some of the metals did well. Hindalco up 7%, Tata Steel was up 3%, Vedanta was up about 2% as well. Couple of cement stocks also doing well. Shree Cement in particular was up about 2%. Asian Paints after yesterday's correction bounced back. Reliance gained a bit in trade today. Infosys was higher. Bharti Airtel. So there were a lot of stocks which did well. On the way down, Bharti Infratel was down about 2%. There was some correction in some of the IT names. By the way, TCS ahead of earnings was a bit soft. And then of course, a bit of a selling in names like Coal India as well, Surabhi.
Well, Anuj, today the mid-caps have been a little subdued compared to their larger peers, just about a 0.5% increase on the mid-cap index. But look around, there are enough individual stocks flying. Granules, for instance, 9% on that stock as the market is closing out. Arvind has been very, very robust indeed. That Flipkart deal that's happening with Arvind Fashions, perhaps, that's got people excited. About 8% up on that stock. IRB up about 7% as well. Hoodco's found some takers. Then you've got a South Indian Bank, Escorts. So there are quite a few of these gainers on the screens. Not all was lost in the mid-cap space. Then come the brokers. I mean, the JM Financials, the Motilals of the world, IIFL Securities. So the broking stocks have been very excited because of this whole trend of more accounts being opened up. So this is where the action was on the upside. On the lower side, stocks like IDBI Bank have cooled off after their recent runoff. It's down about 5%. Shriram Transport slightly lower. Castrol, Wellspun. These are some of the names on the lower side. So more mixed trends in the mid-cap universe. Well, on that note, we are going to thank our technical experts as well, Ashwini and Mitesh, for making time for us. We are out of time on this edition of Closing Bell. With the market having gone home with another day of solid gains, We'll be, of course, back with the market action bright and early tomorrow morning, but don't go anywhere because right after this break, we have a big deal coming up.